Hello, besties. Julia here, and I hope you're having a very wonderful week. Yes, I'm always excited. Today, I'm going to talk about stocks you should watch this week for profit. There's so many things happening in the stock market, and right now, as I'm recording this, market closed about an hour plus ago, and I'm seeing a whole lot happening. But in between that, I'm also seeing some opportunities, and I felt I should bring this information to your notice as your financial bestie because I want you to always have an opportunity. So you will not say you're not seeing opportunities in the stock market. So I'm going to talk about stocks to watch this week for massive profits. So we're talking about capital gains and of course for passive income. These are money you make without doing necessarily so much. It doesn't require a physical presence. Okay. Knowledge does it all. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. And of course, here I show you different opportunities in the stock market that will help you to grow your money. And I also discuss opportunities that come from dividend stocks that will help you multiply your money so that your children and your children's children will enjoy it. Yes, of course, I'm a generational wealth builder, and that is what I want you. Remember, you do not build wealth fast, but you build wealth gradually, and you build it, and it will last you for a very long time. So let's talk about the major updates. Okay, so top of the conversation is the earnings. Okay, the hottest is Palantir. Out of all the stocks that are reporting earnings this week, guys, Palantir is the hottest, like so much expectations. I'm just feeling so bad for them. And as if I knew, my predictions came true. I was just having this thought in my head that they may not be so impressive like their reports. And it happened. So we're going to talk about Palantir. We're going to talk about IONQ. We're going to talk about AMD, SMCI, and then Sound. These five stocks are, for me, I'm keeping an eye. I'm going to add one more HIMS. Okay. And then there is also something important happening this week. On Wednesday, we're having the FOMC meeting. So these are the things that we're going to be talking about. So let me just take us. Sorry about that mix up. Okay. So let's get into Palantir. Let's talk about Palantir. And I'm using Weibo, the desktop version for this. So this is Palantir. So this is throughout the whole day. It dropped to about 121 and then it ran to 125.26, which was very impressive. And honestly, when market closed, I was thinking maybe we're going to ride up to 130, which happened and immediately sellers brought it down. As if it's not enough, see where it touched 112 from 125 to 112. That's almost, just call it about $12, loss in few minutes. So let's talk about what happened with Palantir. Okay, so the first thing that happened with Palantir is that their shares dropped after they had reported their earnings, and that's because a lot of investors were not really impressed. Okay, they actually did well because their revenue they expected was 3.3 billion dollars and 89, and I think they did that, they achieved that. But the thing is that year to date, okay, the stock has been impressive. Let's look at the year to date. So let's look at when January. So from 63, he has gone to 120, meaning he has even done 100% this year. If you have to look at it from here, at least 95 to 99%. So he has really done well. Okay. So for me, when I saw this, look at this chart. Look at this. Look at this. I was actually expecting that this stock will drop. For me, currently, I'm praying that this stock will drop down to about 100 or even a bit lower, maybe to like 90. That's what I'm expecting. I really want this stock to drop. I actually want to get more. And this is maybe the selfish side of me, but let's look at this. Let's look at this. It has run off for so, like, it's been running up. I know that the pullback is going to come. And because of this FOMC meeting that will be coming on Wednesday, nobody knows how market is going to react. Market will go up or drop. Another thing I actually want you to see is, let's go back to the 5 minutes. Now, understand this has dropped, but it's possible that when market opens tomorrow, it may still pull up and come back to this place, or we can drop lower. Just have it at the back of your mind. So see the drop, so you see it better on a 30 minutes time frame. Look at this drop. So it's almost trying to come and touch this last support. So let's see if he's going to break this 109. If he breaks 109, he's heading back to 100. And if he gets to 100, it may likely touch 95, 90, which is a sweet spot for me. But in the community, we are not only buying this stock, we're also buying the ETF, which has really done well. We got it at 25 and it has run up to 56. Okay, so we've been taking profit. Profit taking is one good strategy that you must learn, but I teach it to members of my VIP community. So please join that community. Now let's move to SMCI. SMCI. Let's go to SMCI and let's talk about it. One thing I like about this particular stock is that they dropped sometime, not long ago. Look at this. They had this drop a few days ago, and that's because um they had a pre-announcement of their earnings and it dropped. So it came and touched this 28. This is one good stock that can give you 100% return. Okay, let's look at the daily time frame. This stock used to be around 60. So getting this stock anywhere below 30 will be good. So if they report their earnings and you see this stock drop a little bit below 30, grab it and start taking profit as it's making its way up. It may take time. I don't know when it's going to get back to 50, but getting it around 30 and getting it to 40 or 50 is really, really nice. So they've been having some disappointment, but I love them for so many things. I love them for the fact that they've been doing so well. Their revenue was, they're expecting them to get like $23 billion in revenue, and they are doing well. They have very good, strong sales growth because I see the companies that they are working with. Okay, so a lot of these stocks are, this particular stock is going to do well, but it's not my top favorite, but it's a stock I am watching and I'm just buying it little by little. I do not buy this stock as much as I buy my Palantir, just so you know. So that is it. Then another one is AMD. AMD is one stock that has been beaten down badly. Let me bring it like this. This stock used to be in 200 and it has dropped and gotten down to 70, and now is making its way up. The good thing about this stock is that they are reporting their earnings tomorrow or next tomorrow. I can't really remember exactly the date. Okay, Tuesday. They're going to be reporting Tuesday when market closes. So when they report their earnings, I'm expecting to see this stock jump to like 120 and above. This stock should be on its way back to 173. So imagine getting this stock maybe around 100 or below 100, because I know that when markets will open tomorrow, this particular stock may be pulled back a little bit because of what happened to Palantir. It may rub off on some of these AI semiconductor stocks. But I love what they have. They have these GPUs that are so unique that they have their own buyers. So they have very good products, and I really love this part. But it's something that when you buy, you must have patience. All the people I've recommended this stock to, I have always told them to have patience. If you are not going to have patience, you don't have business with this particular stock. The next one I'm going to talk about is IONQ. This one is among the quantum computing. Look at this beautiful chart. Look at this run up, and it dropped. When this stock dropped, I actually missed getting it at 17, 18, 19, and it's painful. So I'm actually waiting to see if this stock will drop below 25, maybe around 25, 26 or below. It would be a good place to buy it. Somewhere around here. somewhere here to here will be a good place. So if they report their earnings and they drop a little bit, I would definitely love to buy this stock. But if they don't, the little one I have, I'll probably sell because I'm seeing this stock head into the 30s and 35, or probably get around 38. For me, they are my favorites in the quantum computing space. One thing I love to do about stock is that for every sector where all of them are, I always like to pick the best. Just like when you look at Tesla, when you talk of electric vehicles, Tesla is number one. Okay. If you talk about e-commerce, Amazon is number one. If you talk about phones, Apple is number one. So I usually love those ones that are number ones because they give me, very good feel. Now let's talk about sound hound. Okay. I love this particular stock. There was a time I used to buy a lot of it, but I've sold most of my, it got to a point where I had to sell. So this particular stock, they are in the agentic AI, and they have this AI voice that AI is now the big thing. So because they play in the AI space, it ran up to 25 and then dropped. So this is a good time to buy the stock. Even if you buy it at $9 and it runs up to 18, but the time to get up here, it may take up to couple of months. But the good thing is that these are places you put your money and you can just follow up, but do your own due diligence. Okay, make sure you do your own due diligence. Then the last one I'm going to talk about is HIMS. This stock has been impressing me. They also reported their earnings. They reported their earnings just because, and they dropped a little bit, and they picked up. So by tomorrow they probably bounce back. This stock is going to 50. Mark my word on this. This stock is going to 50. So you can actually buy it for a short-term ride. But anything you want to buy, please wait till Wednesday when we are done with our FOMC, so that if market is dropping, it gives you more room. If I tell you to buy a stock at $20 and you see it at 18, it's even sweeter, because if you buy at 18, you have $2 extra on top of what I've given you. So wait, when Wednesday is over, you can do that. So let's get back to our chart. Sorry, the presentation. So now let's talk about the FOMC that we're going to have on Wednesday. So a lot of things are coming up on FOMC, and it's important that we talk about it. Okay, about this FOMC, we are hoping that the Fed chairman Powell will cut some interest rates, but nobody knows what's going to happen. So for me, another drop may likely happen. So keep that in mind. I don't guess and I don't gamble. And that's what I teach people. Don't guess, don't gamble. Just prepare. So that when you prepare, if it goes lower, you grab more. If it goes higher, you take some profits. So for me, at like, it's going to benefit me. I see opportunities up, I see opportunities down, but you must be first, position yourself well. And then, like I said, follow trend and direction, take your profits, you buy more when they drop lower. Of course, this is about my community. If you want to join the community to see what I do, how we buy this stock, so that you can position well, so that either way market is moving, you'll be very happy. You should join the community for 50,000. Okay, that's for VIP. But for basic, it's just for you to get the basic lesson of what stock is about, what are dividend stocks, how can you earn. We have dividend stocks that can pay up to 40%. So imagine putting 1 million and in a year you're getting about 400k, doing absolutely nothing, and these stocks are paying you every month. So they are splitting your 400k into 12 months. So every month you get a portion of your 400k, and at the end of the year you have everything. It's good though. I like what I do. Please join us in the community. But if you're still a starter, you can't afford any of those, please grab my new book. It's called The Money Baddie. This is a book that will give you the simple steps to grow and multiply your money. So from here, you can see opportunities, come and join us. And there's nothing as good as letting your money work for you. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. I want you to tell me the stocks you have already or those you are planning to buy. See you in the next video.